Alright, welcome back to Gus's Bay. This time, I would like to welcome in pilot SNW9. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well, I am a pipeline worker. I work for a company that supplies pipeline to the Bakken oil complex, and I just got done with school, college, my third college actually, and I play a lot of video games and I do a lot of shooting.
Like real gun shooting?
Oh yeah, real gun shooting. I have
Sweet.
a lot of them right here, sitting right next to me.
So what about the name SNW9? Where did you get that?
Well, this was a shortening of an older name that I had a long time ago. Back in 1999, 2000, there's a very popular game out called Counter-Strike. People still play it. There's
Sweet.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I was actually a paid professional gamer. I was part of a group of guys that were contracted out of Canada to play in tournaments. This one, we just shortened it up, or I just shortened it up, and I put a 9 because we all had a number in our name, and that's where it came from.
Right on. And what about your time with the Blackthorn Dragoons? How long have you been a part of us?
I believe it's been a little over 6 months. Actually, one of the people in the group of guys that we play with, I actually worked with at a previous job, and he's the one that turned me on to it. He said, "Come on over." They're a good group of guys, and at that time that I was playing this game, I didn't have a whole lot of people on my friends list. Now, my friends list is full of Blackthorns and other people that we associate with as far as other clans and
It's
whatnot.
insane, isn't it?
Yeah,
A
it
lot of
is.
names.
It is. I mean, it's grown exponentially in the last, I would say, 4 months.
Hmm.
Everybody is really cool, and I've actually had some really good real life discussions with them, some of the other members, and it's great to come on here and play around and talk to like-minded people.
So what exactly has the guild done for you in the 6 months that you've been with us?
Well, I've gotten to be a very much better player than I was before. I understand the tactics and the little nuances of the games much better than I did, and working with other people that are communicating with you over your team speak is benefiting me exponentially in this game.
Not miss the atmosphere where it's all casual, semi-competitive.
Yeah, I mean, I love the semi-competitive when I was able to be around. I haven't been able to do that much lately, but the casual, as far as getting to know everybody, was great.
Go ahead and explain a little bit about your play style in MechWarrior Online.
At the very beginning, when I started playing the game, I started using a lot of catapults. I like the long-range standoff type of combat. Um, a catapult was one of the very first mech I ever bought, and I love it. I still have one in my inventory. Then I bought a Misery, and I like the assault type play a lot better. Then, over the last 2 months, I've actually become more of a light pilot. I will take a Jenner or a Raven into fights better than I will anything else. And I'm starting to gravitate towards the light side of everything and instead of the heavy and the assault a lot better. I think it benefits more people when you have some lights over there, especially when you're using Ravens and like ECM and whatnot. Everybody needs more ECM as far as I'm concerned, but I've gotten much better at the lights, and that's where I'm starting to gravitate towards.
Are you familiar with the term outside the box?
Yes, I am.
So what would you consider your out the box? What mech would you consider, or what play style would be your weakness?
I'm very weak on mediums right now.
Mm,
I actually don't have any of them in my inventory. Um, Most of the mechs with arms and the way that the reticule shifts around with arms,
right.
it bothers me a little bit, and I have a very hard time tracking with it. That's why I like mechs like the Misery or the Jenner that have
Just
no
straight at.
arms to speak of, and then you have a general up and down, and it makes it easier for me to acquire and hit everything.
No, I understand. A lot of people have a problem with that differential between the arm side and the torso side. Beneficial with those mech builds is that it's always torso side and then up and down. So I understand you there. I love my misery. Um, Other games that you play other than MechWarrior Online, it doesn't have to be one that we represent. You know, your playstyle shooters, RPGs. You know, give some of our listeners a view of where they may be able to run into you somewhere else.
Well, as more of my background was more of the first person shooter, and I very much do like Counter Strike. I don't play it anymore. Um, I was very big into Call of Duty. I have friends that I played that with for years and years, as far as the other platforms like Xbox 360 and Xbox One. The other two games that I really play a lot of, and I've spent the last week playing Battlefield 4 on my Xbox One almost exclusively, but I'm also a very high level in Diablo 3 on the computer. Um, the aspect of Diablo really, uh, uh, I like it because of the way that the playstyle is. I was very disappointed when the expansion came out because it had taken my number one character that I had spent billions, and I'm talking billions of gold on, and essentially made it useless. I haven't played that as much because of that fact, and because of the hundreds of hours I had sunk into that were basically nullified. I do like Battlefield 4 a lot because of, especially on the Xbox One. If you look at the Xbox 360 and the way that it played and the limitations of that platform and what the Xbox One has expanded into, you're no longer playing 16 on 16 on the 360. You're playing 32 on 32 on the Xbox One. Massive scale warfare like that very much speaks to me. And this game right here, when you're doing 12 on 12, is kind of the same one, same type of experience because yeah, there may be some big maps, but you got 12 people on 12 people, and it can turn into a battle real fast.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Um, just to find out a little bit about what your favorite mechs are, both Inner Sphere and Clan Tech. So go ahead and explain that to people.
Okay, my favorite mechs as far as Inner Sphere goes is I do like the Jenners and I do like the Ravens, especially the Jenners being able to be quick. But more importantly, the Raven in the 3L is very important because you do have the ECM and you are able to hit people at very long ranges with the two large or extended large laser setup. Um, as far as clan mechs go, I don't really play them. I haven't purchased any of the packages yet. I'm planning on doing that very soon because I cannot wait to get my hands. Well, as far as money goes, I can't wait to get my hands on Direwolf. With that platform and how big it is, and the different kind of setups that you can put on it, and a couple of the other like the 5 UAC setup is really, and I like ballistics. It is very interesting, and I'd like to play that because I've seen ballistics absolutely tear people apart.
Okay. Do you have a favorite build or a build that you would like to share with some of the newer players that are listening to us today?
Okay, if you guys are just getting into the game and you have a bit of money to spend, what I would suggest you do is purchase yourself a Misery. Miseries are great mechs. You do have to spend some time to master them out, and that's really kind of tough. But when you get like the main setups for the Miseries is a lot of four large lasers, and then you get it, or the other stalkers are four large lasers. You get into the Misery, it gives you a different kind of a setup because it has a ballistic slot on it.
AC-20.
The 20 exactly, but I've actually dropped the 20 in
Using the
favor of
Gauss.
yeah, exactly. I like
Aha.
that a bit better because it's got the range.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's other things you can do. There's the three large laser setup or two PPC setup. Right now I'm running the two PPC and a Gauss setup. More in a sniper set. You can go back and forth with it. That's what I like right now, as far as the Misery goes, is two PPCs and a Gauss.
Right on. Presently, right now, what's your position in the guild? You're not a part of any battalion. You're just a casual player at the moment, correct?
Yeah, I am. I haven't had the time to devote because I actually, in the last 4 months, finished up my fourth year of college, which means that I was, busy with that. I'd like to get into some more stuff, but at the moment, Everything is, I'm just here to play when I'm here to play.
And as a casual player, how has that benefited you as a gamer here in the guild?
Well, every time you come into here, there's never a shortage of people to drop with. And when you play this game, it's very important to have people to play with because I grinded out for probably 2, 3, maybe 4 months of just going by myself, going, God, I wish I had somebody just or some people to play with because when you're just by yourself and you're new, you tend to get run over. And that's just the facts of this game. When I have a lot of people to play with, it makes the game much more enjoyable.
All right, well, this is time for the closing statement. This is where I give you the microphone and I let you speak to everyone that's listening in right now and let you speak your mind and say what you wish to say.
What I would say is if you are playing this game and you're by yourself, you need to get in with a group of people that are like-minded. Playing with these guys in this guild has made me much better of a player, and I enjoy coming here every time that I log on to play. When you're by yourself, you get run over a lot, and it just happens. When you tend to be with a group of guys, it makes it much more enjoyable, and I would say that it's better for everybody when you play with a group.
All right, SNW, well, thank you for your time for joining me here at Gus's Bay. If you are interested in joining us at the Blackthorn Dragoons, please visit our website at www.blackthorns.com.
I'm a rock and roll